Hello there, thank you so much for visiting the PHOTOPLAY's YouTube channel. My name is Terry and today I am sharing this fun Dino Friends card that I created using some products from the Say It With Stamps collection. So let's get started. So here is a close-up look at the Dino Friends stamp set. It is also adorable and I love all the little sentiments here. Look at this one. It says, "Party like there's no tomorrow. Hope your birthday is dynamite." Love it all. And this little guy here is so adorable. Okay, so to start off my card, I am stamping all of the cute little dinosaurs onto white cardstock. The cardstock that I'm using here is the Color Me cardstock from Say It With Stamps. And I love using this cardstock with alcohol markers because it's so smooth and the alcohol markers just glide on top, making blending so easy. Along with the alcohol-friendly cardstock, I am also using alcohol-friendly ink because the ink is very important as well. You don't want the ink to smear when you're using alcohol markers. And now that all the dinosaurs are all stamped out, it's time for coloring. And like always, I will go ahead and leave a time down below. If you're not interested in the coloring part, you can go ahead and forward it to that time. But if you are, I hope you enjoy and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the coloring process. So now that all of our dinosaurs are all colored in, I am going in with the coordinating dies and die cutting all of the cute little images out. I am running this through my electric die cutting machine, but any die cutting machine should work just fine. And here you can see each one of the dinosaurs all popped out, all cut out, and super cute. Now to give the dinosaurs a little more interest, I like going in with my white gel pen and adding little details throughout the images. As you can see here, I'm just going in with some lines and some dots here and there. Okay, so let's talk about the background. The background, I am going in with the random background builder stencil. And I really like the stencil because there's so many options. But for my card today, I am only using the little circles and ovals just to create a background scene. I wanted it to look as though they were dinosaur eggs. I'm not sure if it came out that way because I selected so many bright colors. But I think the bright colors is what made the card so much fun. So here I'm going in with my blending brush and I selected a few shades in pink, green, yellow, and blue. And before I swapped over to a different color, I made sure to wipe off the previous ink off of the stencil just to make sure that it doesn't accidentally smear onto my card panel. There's no rhyme or reasons to the placement of my stencil here. I just wanted to make sure that the card panels were well mixed with different colors and shapes. I really like this stencil because you can use it for so many different things. Look at all of the designs that's included with this. There are little wave marks. You can use it as waves, or you can use it to create an abstract card, which would be lots of fun with different types of color. I think that would be really neat. Okay, so I'm just repeating the process throughout the card panel, just making sure I'm filling in all of the empty spaces. Once that was done, I went in with some paint, and I like using this gold iridescent paint. And I like to splatter that onto my card panel just to create some shimmer and a little bit of interest, of course. Okay, and once that has dried, I went in with my A2 nested arches and ran that through my die cutting machine. Now to add a little more interest onto my card panel, I am going with one of the borders from the Borders die set and die cutting that out of white cardstock. And once that was cut, I went ahead and adhered it to the bottom of the arch background. And using some sharp scissors, I went ahead and snipped off all of the hanging sides. Now for the sentiment. I placed the background in my mini MISTI and I used an anti-static powder tool to swipe over the card panel. This is a really nice tool because it prevents any kind of embossing powder from sticking onto areas that you don't want it to. Then going in with a clear embossing ink, I stamped out the sentiment, "Party like there's no tomorrow." And then going in with some gold embossing powder, I applied that over the ink sentiment and heat set that using my heat tool. So for the card design, I wanted a little bit of color behind the arch panel. So now going in with some pattern paper from the pastel paper pad, I went in and trimmed that down using my trimmer. I trimmed it down a little under 5¼ inches by 4 inches. And now it's time to adhere everything together. So I went ahead and applied adhesive onto the arch background and adhered that onto the pattern paper. And to give the dinosaurs a little bit of dimension, I adhered foam squares on the back and adhered that onto the card panel. I also went in with my white gel pen again and added highlights throughout the background scene. Okay, and to finish off the card, I like using the Stay With Stamps card blanks. This one is in the size A2 and it comes pre-scored, so all that you have to do is just reinforce the score line. Now using a tape runner, I adhered my card panel to my card base. So I thought that the background scene was missing a little bit of something, so I went in with a gray alcohol marker and just traced over the stencil images. And to add a little more interest to the card panel, I decided to go in with one of the leaf stamp in a stamp set and stamp that out onto white cardstock. I then went in with some green alcohol markers and colored all of the leaf images in. And off screen, I die cut each leaf. Now going in with liquid adhesive, I adhered all of the leaves onto the card panel. I thought that this gave it a nice touch. It seems like they were partying under the leaves, which I thought was a great idea. And that's it. This finally completes the card. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and please don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.